more towards the center of the manor, which is where the kitchens are. One heading towards the east on this map, which is towards the servant quarters, and then one heading towards the west on this map, which was the mostly storerooms in that direction. There are people in the kitchens working currently. That is the most direct way to where you guys need to be.
You also have Corian's fancy spell up, right?
Yep. So you guys have plus 10 to all your stealth checks. And you can communicate telepathically at this point too.
Telepathically, Morty would say to the group, "Hey, don't we have some sort of smoke bomb?"
We need it quite yet, though.
Who has a smoke bomb, Morty?
I think one of the vials I have is a smoke bomb.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Jakar
yeah.
has it.
Like a potion of always smoking or something.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you have like a vial of like everlasting smoke or something.
Maybe someone burned something in the kitchen as we walk by. Morty looks around.
Can we just try to sneak by?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could just use that in the kitchen, and we could sneak by easier.
Does it get consumed? Was it like a one-time use thing, or can you like bottle it back up?
Oh, you can just bottle it up.
Nice. Okay.
Wouldn't that make a good distraction though? If we're in a kitchen where smoke could happen on a regular basis.
Yeah. And are we walking through the smoke, or are we or is it like?
Yeah, the idea is to build up the smoke screen, then walk through it.
Well, I think if we're gonna do that, maybe we should all like.
That's like inciting panic. I think we should try to like walk through.
But then
casually,
we're seen by a kitchen full of people.
Sneak, stealth, crawl through. I don't know.
Once we
so Morty's covered in armor.
Vern can see what's going on. Vern can see like all these people and like what's ahead for us, right?
Yeah, yep.
So like once we get by these people, how far are we to our destination?
We're close. This is the most direct route.
Okay, and
yeah, Vern informs you that there's a couple exits from the kitchen that lead to staircases up to the grand hall and the dining halls and things.
How many people are we talking about? That are sort of like the
kitchen staff.
Yeah.
He tells you that there's at least 10 working in the kitchen, and then various servants coming and going at times.
Morty just like looks at the group. Is like, all right, enough talking. He pulls out the bag. He's like, is now the time? He's like got the disappearance dust in his hand.
Oh, doesn't Morty, don't you have like a spell or a cantrip or something that can like make distractions?
I can make loud noises. I can make light. Things like that.
Yeah, thaumaturgy. You can make do like ominous whispers in the corner of the kitchen or something to draw them away. Or you can instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Yeah,
whispers.
I don't know if that's enough.
Can you
we need like a real distraction here.
Yeah, like a kitchen fire. You're right. You could
That's what I
either
was saying.
do the smoke, or we
Smoke
could
is
make a little like one of the pans catch on fire or something.
You want me to light something on fire?
Yeah, Quarian can
I don't know
either light something on
I don't
fire.
know if fires is the answer. Morty says.
Fire's always
that didn't go well before.
That's why it'll go good now. Odds are in our favor.
Yeah, I think we've done one fire. One fire is coincidence. Two fire is
what's like the layout of the kitchen? What's the stove situation like? Are they cooking over open flames? Or like
no, they have like
visible through the oven?
There is like an open fire in like a central chimney, but then there's also a couple like iron wood stoves as well.
Morty, you should make all the fire like turn fucking magenta or something and start flickering just to like distract everyone. We can sneak by the back.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can only do it in like a concentrated area. Like one, maybe.
Well, it just says flames, plural.
Giving Morty too much credit.
So maybe like the flames in the room.
Oh man, it's a tall order. I feel like there's other ways of doing this.
Let's stretch in a cantrip.
Or at least like the
Alright,
big fire in the middle. One
Jakar
thing for
will
the dust, I
pull.
was thinking that like it would be nice
Jakar
to
will
use
take
that
out the
when we get up
vial
to
of
like
the smoke.
I want to save the dust for the like the dragon. I feel like it'd be good if we like sneak in and get like an opportunity attack or something on him when we fight him.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
I thought this entire plan ended with us using the dust.
Well, aren't we close?
We're close. Sounds like we're close.
That's why Morty's getting ready to use it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna use it, might as well just use it now. I suppose.
See, I thought we were going to use it to where we were teleporting to.
I think it could get us
Meaning,
there
like, once
easier.
we're
Is
in the
what
middle of like somewhere dangerous, like we just go invisible.
Morty's
Not
whole
before
point.
we get there.
Well, I mean, it sounds like if we get caught here, we're gonna be somewhere dangerous. So that's why he's trying to do it preemptively.
How far are we from the throne room?
And
we only got like 2 or 3 minutes. Would we have enough time to get there?
Nacho has an idea. He'll.
You can get
We're
there
in a
2
huddle. We're in a
minutes.
huddle right now. What's up, Nacho?
I mean, I can go invisible right now for an hour, up to an hour. So I
Okay.
could just go invisible and just kind of,
Scout ahead.
scout ahead. Like, I know we already got Vern scouting ahead, but
While you're invisible, can you like crash some pots and pans in the corner, and then we'll like run all behind.
If
when no one
Vern's
sees
scouting, he
us?
could even talk to you while you're doing your thing. Your
yeah.
little eye in the sky.
So I mean that
It's
Well,
very powerful.
if we're gonna use the dust in the throne room anyways, I didn't even think of that. We might as well just use it now, because like we're gonna use it anyways. Might as well use it now and just fucking roll up to the throne room.
Like if we feel like we're a couple minutes away.
Yeah, James, you
know.
said you said we'd be able to get there in 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, without any obstructions. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite the caveat.
Well, if you're invisible, you theoretically shouldn't have too many obstructions.
Yes.
Theoretically.
If
I
you
vote to
want,
just sneaky sneak.
I can give you I can give you some information that you already have, if it helps.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So the kitchen is getting through the kitchen will bring you to some staircases that'll bring you up to the servant halls on the first floor. One of those servant halls should lead to the throne room. And you've already been in the throne room. And this is how it was set up.
Do we know the way from here to the throne room, or are we gonna have to like kind of figure it out as we go?
I'll have to figure it out.
It's not. I mean, the building's not super huge, so you could probably find it relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Just Morty, just throw the dust and let's just mosey on in there.
you don't. Okay.
So your assumption would be that
I mean,
you would
Nacho can
be
speak to
able
us
to
for
get
free,
into
right?
one of these back doors. You're not
Like-
sure which one, but this is
Yeah.
where the servants would be coming.
I think we should send Nacho, or at least,
What's the range
Vern's
on
eye-
our
Vern's eye
telepathy?
ahead. Well, you can still use message.
Yeah,
you know,
but
you're-
if I'm invisible and I use message, I'm not
Oh, it
invisible anymore.
stops. Yeah.
Yeah, plus, we're already connected.
Does telepathy stop you from being invisible? It's a
Well, that's
spell,
not
right?
my magic,
it's
though.
like
That's not my magic.
casting a spell or
Okay.
attacking.
it's-
I think
I
is
see.
invisible.
Like creating a
Well,
surge of magic.
I have disadvantage on stealth rolls.
However, I do as well.
Right.
do I.
However, I have +5 plus the +10. So
For
I'm
what?
sitting. You all have +10.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
because of the
spell.
Quarian's buff.
Then
Yeah.
I have +5. So I'm just saying, I'm sitting here at +15 stealth. That I think all of us are probably close to that.
I have no modifier.
You have
Yeah,
none.
me neither. But plus 15. Damn, you're
That's
like
pretty
Yeah,
good. That's
I'm
pretty
ready
good.
to
Yeah.
just like try to sneaky sneak.
I mean, at least two of
invisibility
us
would
make it.
invisibility would get rid of the disadvantage.
You get rid of what?
Disadvantage.
The disadvantage because it would give you advantage
Oh,
on your
Oh.
on stealth. So
okay. Well, what do you guys?
I vote we just use the dust now. It sounds like we're gonna have to end up using it eventually. Might as well just use it now and get rid of the disadvantage. Be all invisible.
Morty holds it out. He's like, "What do you guys think?"
Let's do it.
And then he looks to Nacho. He's like, "Do you want to go ahead and give us a heads up, or should we just use this now?"
Yeah, I feel like it would be better if we knew exactly where we're going, not just going up there invisible and just kind of figuring it out as we go along.
So plan, Nacho, run
Yeah.
up ahead, figure out the way, come back, we use the powder, and then we follow you.
Yeah.
Bada bing,
Okay.
bada boom.
So go check it out. We'll wait here.
Vern can continue to scout for you guys as well.
Okay.
If you want to, you could
Trust you both, Morty
you could
says.
potentially send them in, like send Vern in a different direction than you if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Because-
cover more
because
ground.
Yeah. The place to fork, definitely. That's a good idea.
All right, so Nacho's invisible,
then,
and he's going ahead to look to figure out the way.
The telepathy is good as long as you guys are on the same plane of existence.
Oh.
That's a pretty far distance.
Okay.
Potentially.
Yeah.
It'll
Hopefully
last a whole
Jakaro
hour.
isn't eating any mushrooms while this is all going on.
No, those mushrooms are from our plane.
Yeah, he
Yeah, they're
actually
from our
determined
plan.
they are on the same plane. of
Okay.
existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can be in mushrooms.
All right, so you guys are hanging back where?
That's a
Somewhere
good question.
Right now you're in the hallway.
Yeah, let's
We're fairly visible right
I
now.
mean, we could
Jakaro's
just
gonna
pump the brakes
pretend
and we're
that-
like, hold on, we should send Nacho ahead. So I mean, wherever would make
Jakaro's
sense.
gonna stand against the wall and pretend he's a statue.
Like if we're in the middle of the hallway, then so be it. I mean, just wherever would make sense. Morty would be there.
Well, the storerooms would maybe be the least.
Like
foot
there's a random
traffic.
closet or something.
Yeah, like the hallway to the west, there's just storerooms of different goods.
Yeah, we'd probably pop up in one of those.
All right. So you find a couple. One of them is mostly food. Another is, sort of like a washroom / linen closet. Like a laundry room, and another is full of mostly barrels of wine and bottles of wine.
Choose the wine room.
Morty would pick the booze room.
All right. All right, so you find that room. It's fairly dark just because of what is stored there anyway.
Morty isn't paying
Um,
attention to the door. He's looking at what's inside the room.
Morty, you got any empty flasks on you? Let's fill up while we're in here.
Burns in there with you. If you like, you can look at the wine.
Yes, he's
Well,
he's
yeah.
very curious what's in these barrels.
I'll hold up a flame ball in my hand to to illuminate the room.
He's got his necklace. He pops out of his chest.
Let me play with my fire, Morty.
He's got fire on his chest.
Room full of alcohol.
It's a dim fire.
It's just to see.
There's no
The,
one.
uh,
I hope I don't roll like another nat 1 and trip and drop it into a giant explosive barrel.
Yeah, Morty's way ahead of you.
So the barrels are mostly ales, made in this region. A couple of them you identify as being a little bit more exotic. One or two dwarven ales that you note, Morty.
Dwarven ale.
The wines, for the most part, aren't anything special, but there is one section that seems to be a little bit more exotic than the rest. Bottles that you don't recognize.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of storage Morty has on him. But if it's as good as it seems, he would probably want some.
Just gonna remind Morty that once Nacho gets back to us, we will have pretty significant storage space.
I don't know what I have ready to like store things in on me. Is my thing like.
Well, I mean, like,
Unless-
we don't have to take it out of, like, take the ale out of the barrels. We can just take the barrel.
That's pretty big though, I imagine.
Well, we got Jakar with us. He's a big, strong dragon. You can carry it and put it into the hole.
If anything, Morty might like draw a keg with the paint real quick, and then, you know, fill up a little to go thing, but not take the whole thing.
Well, I'm saying, if we want to rob this guy blind of all of his booze, Quarian's all for it.
Morty only wants a taste.
All right. So Quarian would hand him the paint set to draw up some kegs. Or who's got the best? Is it performance that we roll for drawing things?
Probably.
Yeah.
So all of us suck at that.
I mean, Morty's just excited. He wants to just do it himself, so he'll do it.
I will give you guidance, I suppose. Does that count?
If you like hand it to me and then just hold your hand on my shoulder, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I have to
Well,
roll
make sure you can paint some fancy kegs.
performance.
Yep.
I have a -2 modifier. That's not good.
Oh God. Morty draws a square.
And
Filled,
then I would
filled with holes.
and then I would get this, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And so as the form that you painted solidifies, it just like falls apart into individual planks.
Morty looks sad, and then he pulls up the brush, and he's like, "Can anybody else draw?"
Quarian just kind of looks at Morty. He's like, "All right, let me have a go at this. Guide my painting hand, Morty. Guide my artistic spirit."
Morty still looks sad as he puts his hand on his shoulder.
Does the paint have unlimited uses?
There's a limit, but it's pretty ridiculously high.
Oh, okay.
He rolled. We rolled like the
Did
best
we roll the
rolls.
max?
Yeah, we rolled.
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty-
Yeah.
He rolled crazy on this thing, this item.
It's like a certain amount of square footage, and you guys are. It's gonna be a long time before you get there. So
Like there was like 2 or 3 bottles you could get, and then I think depending how you rolled, depended how much paint was in the bottle, and I think we maxed all of them.
Yeah, it was a 1d4, and I think I rolled like all 4s.
Yeah. We didn't realize at the time what we were getting.
Yeah. This is like one of my favorite items. I love how we can just like, it opens up so much that we can do. Like, if we rolled max, is there anything stopping us from painting like a boat?
nope. Well, other than
It has to be a certain size,
Square-
right?
Yeah, square
Yeah.
footage and rolls. Like if you roll like me, then it's gonna be a wonky boat.
Plus, we already have a boat. Anyway, so performance. So, not much better than Morty. I got an 8.
8.
Did you guide yourself?
Morty guided me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
you,
I handed him the paint and then put my hand on his shoulder. I said that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter though.
your container at least is holding together, Quarion. You don't know how much it would actually, if it would actually hold liquid, is suspect.
I give it
Morty-
a nice firm rap with my fist, and it just crumbles.
Morty just
Nice.
looks at it like something looks off here.
Just I hang my head as well and just hand the paintbrush over to Jacaro.
Nacho, maybe you got quick hands. Morty waves him over.
He's not here. I
Nacho's
think.
gone.
Yeah, Nacho's,
Yeah, he's
Nacho's
not
Yeah.
scouting.
Never mind.
What did
Nacho's
it
gone.
bounce?
Jacaro
Jacaro, you
pulls
wanna
out his pan flute.
What are you gonna do with that, mate?
God damn it, Jacaro! If you start playing music while we're trying to hide from all these guards,
Try to play a little tune. for the
Quarian
boy.
would have tried to grab the pan flute before he started playing.
All right, roll sleight of hand check.
16.
All right, Jacaro, roll a sleight of hand check as well.
Damn it.
21.
God damn it, Jacaro!
He just kind of like elbows you away as you reach for it and turns his back and starts blowing into his pan flute
Jacaro, what are you doing? We're trying to hide.
Morty
horribly.
face palms.
Trying to inspire you boys.
Vern just kind of looks at you with raised eyebrows.
What are you looking at, Vern?
I thought the whole reason we were talking in our minds right now was to stay quiet.
Haven't you heard of a little team spirit?
This is the
Morty-
opposite of team spirit. here.
Generally,
just-
better before the mission starts.
So is this like talking in our minds, like talking on a radio frequency? Like, does Nacho picking up this chatter that's going on?
Morty in his mind says, "Cut the shit, Dragon Boy."
Stop actively sabotaging the entire party.
I would say it doesn't specify, and I think technically you could like aim it towards one person.
Okay.
But I
Can
would
we
say if
go
you
with
guys aren't,
Nacho overheard us? Because that would be more fun.
if you guys aren't specifying, then I would say anything you
When
don't
Morty was
specify to
saying-
be towards a specific person is going.
Morty
to
said his
be-
last line. He meant for everybody to say it. Everybody
Yeah.
hear it.
Quarian's been
We got
including the whole
open
group in
comm.
his thoughts.
Yeah,
Open
and
comm.
I'd say
Nacho
open
would
comm
say,
unless you tell me otherwise.
yeah, Nacho's as in his mind asking what's going on down there.
I'm gonna
God
say
damn
Vern's
it,
being
Jacaro
a
is playing a
dickhead.
flute, ruining our entire mission.
Jacaro, cut the shit.
Yeah.
Nacho, I was just trying to rally the troops. They were trying to paint some containers and wasn't going so well.
I just need
So I thought a little.
everybody down there to just play the quiet game.
Did you find the way yet?
I don't know, did I?
Nacho is reaching the kitchen as we speak. He's hearing this as he's like crouching outside the door, surveying the kitchen. So you see the fireplaces that I described before, and then several large tables, and then on the far wall from the fireplaces, several storage racks of various cooking utensils as well as cooking supplies and food. So there's kind of like 2 rows down the length of the room. And like I said before, there's about 10 people cooking, and every so often, 1 or 2 servants come to either bring something and drop it off, or take something away. Vern says to you that the far hallway is clear right now.
Okay, so Nacho would listen to Vern and so if there's people coming and going, would Nacho just wait for like the door to open from someone using it and then just like slip through so it doesn't look like a door just
The doors are actually open in the kitchen.
But what about
on
to
both
get
sides.
to like Nacho is trying to get to the whatchamacallit, the portal thing like up the stairs? Are we like we're like in a basement right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yes, you may encounter a door later that you will have to choose whether or not you open it yourself or wait for somebody to go through it.
Okay.
As of now, there are no doors on the entrances or exits of the kitchen.
So as far as the kitchen goes, Nacho's just gonna try to sneak. I mean, he's invisible, right? So he's just gonna walk through.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
You're the god of stealth checks, right?
Yeah, it also has +10 to whatever this is too.
Oh my goodness, you rolled good either way.
Yeah, so you perfectly silently, without disturbing a single hair inside the kitchen, make it to the far end.
Nacho was the shadow in the room.
So you find this other hallway. On the far side, it's just going left or right from the exit. You see to the right, coming off the hallway is a staircase up, and the staircase also continues further in that direction. Or the hallway continues further in that direction. To the left, you see a little bit further down, there's 2 or 3 doors, as well as what looks like another staircase heading up towards the end of the hall. But that's kind of as far as you can see. Let's see. Burns says, I think the left is where most of the servants have been heading.
Okay. So, mm, so they haven't been heading to the right, which means it would be easier to sneak that way, but the left is the way they're going. Let's go. I guess we'll go left to see what's going on that way. And we got this for an hour, so.
Yep.
Let's go left.
All right. Burn says, I'll go ahead. And he relays to you as he goes. He gets to the end of the hall. The staircase is open. The two doorways on the right the doors are closed. One doorway on the left is it seems to be a guard post. The door is open. There are several guards in there just kind of sitting around a table, not doing a whole lot, like playing a game of cards, just hanging out.
Okay. So is it a permanently open door to the left? Like,
there's a door, but it's open.
okay. And then there's guards playing cards.
Yep.
And then is
and
there
then
another
beyond
door past them? Is there another door past them?
So on the right side of the hallway, there's 2 doors. One door is in front of them, one door is beyond them, and then the staircase is beyond everything else.
Yeah.
And then the door on the left is the guard room.
But then, so it's a guard. So is that a dead end? There's no other door.
From Vern's perspective, there's another door on the far side of the guard room.
So Vern went right and found a guard room, or did Nacho go left and find a guard room?
Vern went left. He was scouting ahead for you.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. I feel like there's a way Nacho can mess with the guards playing cards without it seeming too fishy. Are there any? I don't want to start a fire. I was gonna say it.
Sure.
I was gonna say, are there any candles, like wall candles on like the walls or anything? Like, how's
Yeah,
this room lit?
The room's lit. The room does have a small fireplace in one room, but that's mostly for warmth. And then there are a couple lanterns on the wall, like glass and metal lanterns hanging.
Okay. Does this place have any curtains?
God.
As there are no windows, no. There's like a tapestry or two on the wall.
Why is our first instinct fire in every situation? I know what fix this. A nice fire.
The low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
There's smoke. We could smoke them out
Look.
with a fire.
Nacho would he would try to light a I mean, these guys are super focused. Are these guys does Nacho sense that these guys are super focused on their card game?
Yeah, they don't seem to be paying attention to anything that's going on.
Okay.
Is your stealth like plus 30 right now or something?
38.
I mean,
You're-
pretty
you're-
much,
you're
yeah.
Solid plus 20.
Your
Yeah.
stealth is plus 20 right now. I think you can go anywhere and you're invisible. So I think.
So you think I just open the door? I just open the door with them playing. I guess they're playing cards. They're focused on their card game. I'll just waltz. I'll just try to go through the door.
They'll think it was a ghost or something.
So we like pushing our limits anyway, even if you get caught.
Yeah.
So
So no fire. We'll just try to go through the door. Sneaky. We're sneaking.
we're sneaky like. Nice. So to be sure.
Alright, so that brings you back. So you sneak through the room. I guess you roll another stealth check
Okay. With advantage.
with advantage. Yeah.
All right.
Essentially,
My
you have to
goodness.
I
roll-
just want to point out
you have to roll like 2
that my-
ones for anything
my
bad to
bonus-
happen.
my bonus is a
Oh.
plus 9, and then I already have the plus 10. So it's like,
I know, but if you roll a bunch of ones in a row, perhaps something would happen.
okay.
We just gotta make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so
How-
you
Nacho's doing cartwheels around.
so you get to the far side of the room where there's another door that is closed, and now you want to try to go through that door.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm in the guard room right now, and they're playing cards, and I see a door, so that's the door I'm going through. Is the next door.
Turn the knob extremely slow, try to slip through and try to close it behind you as quietly as
Yeah,
possible.
I figure a 25 would get me that. Like,
I think
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You like dance around the room.
Yeah.
Around them while they're
I mean,
playing.
I could mess with them playing their card game, but this is serious
switch
business. This
around-
is
switch around their
serious.
cards.
Yeah, this is serious business.
You could
That
go
is-
Feel like
fart
Nacho.
in their porridge right now, and they wouldn't even notice.
If you were the ultimate, arcane trickster, you would switch their hands around.
I feel like
Look,
Nacho is like Austin Powers at the beginning of like a movie scene where he's just like wallowing through a place.
Yeah, this is like, or it's like
Ridiculous stuff
Quicksilver.
happening, but no one notices.
When
Yeah.
Quicksilver saves the day, and then he just kind of messes with the people.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right. So you get to the far side. You're in another hallway. This hallway has many doors leading off the hall.
Huh.
Most of them are closed.
I just gotta add here for the rest of the boys. VGK sends his regards.
Tell him to jump in. You can guest star.
Soon enough.
He can play he can play the guard that discovers us that we have to fight.
So Some came to a room with a lot of doors.
Just
Yes.
Quarian's gonna throw it
Sound
out
like
to
a hallway.
Quarian's
Yeah.
gonna throw it out to Nacho that if he wants, I could like turn into like a mouse or something and join him, so that he could like send me under the doors to like scout ahead for him, and then just like I don't know, chill on his shoe or something
A
while we
mouse.
walk around. Yeah, I figured a mouse was something that could fit under a doorway but could also fit in your invisible pocket.
I feel like a mouse is something that would get stomped.
Nacho seems like the guy to rely on himself and his capabilities.
Well, just just throwing it out there if you didn't want to have to open doors,
So
Quarian would be willing to assist.
Vern asks if you want him to continue with you or to scout in other directions.
Nacho can also make invisible hands to open doors.
yeah, well, I can't do that now because I'm invisible, and that
Oh,
would
true.
yeah. Vern. So Vern. Where is Vern in all this?
He's with the group.
He
It seems
would-
like hanging
Vern,
back.
physical body of Vern is in the room with the group.
Can he go through walls and
Physical
stuff?
body.
Yeah, that's
He's
okay.
using his astral plane,
Bro.
Doctor Strange stuff.
Yeah, he's he's on another level. So
Okay.
If you want to know, he's using the spell Arcane Eye.
Okay, well, if Vern
Yeah.
can
It's
look,
an invisible eye that he can move
yeah, if
30
he
feet.
can,
It's like a bonus action, right?
Yeah,
oh, but he, okay,
he can fit through holes as small as 1 inch.
would he be able to
Zing.
just look through all these doors and tell me which one's the right one?
With the time, easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I could definitely use you, Vern. There's a lot of doors. It's a hallway. Yeah. Is this a hallway with like there's a door on the left and there's a door on the right and then there's a door on the left and a door on the right
Yeah,
and then-
pretty much. Yeah.
and then a door at the end of the hallway?
It's the tricky hallway.
So as you enter this hallway, back to your left is a couple doors, and then it sort of stretches out into a normal hallway. With just walls.
Okay.
To the right are where the majority of the doors lead. And then at the end of the hallway to the right, as far as you can tell, it looks like the hallway takes a turn to the right.
It seemed like we had a cardinal direction we were heading in before.
What?
Well, I would say that Nacho took 2 lefts. So
that's
Morty
the
has
way
the,
out. So that's the
kind of
exit.
pulled a
Exit.
detour.
Alright.
Morty has both the moral compass and the actual compass. Would have taken note of any sort of direction that seemed like it was in the same way.
Roll a let's see, roll a survival or
I'll do survival.
good thing it was Morty. Nacho's survival check was not great. So Nacho's telling the group what he's seeing as he goes. Morty, you have the feeling or concern that he potentially has made a loop and is now back in the servant quarters that is to the east of where you guys are on the hallway.
We're trying to find him and meet up with him.
No, he was scouting for a way upstairs, but he turned away from the stairs and ended up back in the.
All right. Well,
I wish I had a map for this for you guys because it would make it a lot easier. But let me see if I can kind of give you a basic rundown on Owlbear of kind of what.
Basically, if Morty can like
describing.
kind of get him back on track, he would try to do that.
All right, so you guys came in the secret entrance up here. It split like so. He went through the kitchens, came out on the other side, 2 hallways. So you guys are like in here in a storage room. This was the direction of the servant quarters, as described to you before. He came through the kitchen, went left this way, and then went through a door on his left, which brought him into the guard room. And then he went through a door on the far side, which brought him back into the servant quarters. Or the hall of the servant quarters, this way. So there's a door here that he passed, and then I ran out of space, but the staircase was like over there at the end of the hall. There was another staircase here, and then a couple doors in either direction. The party is in the red room. Does that make sense? Can you see the
Yeah.
rectangle I put off the map, or does that not show up for you?
No, we see the one off the map.
Okay.
All I gotta say is this reminds me of the Death Star, where we're just like in the thick of shit.
So Nacho would go the right way.
You mean literally, right?
I mean, whichever way
Yeah.
is the right way. Like,
Oh no, you mean
What's
figuratively.
literally check
Whichever.
or
it looks like the one in the bottom right is there. You said that was a staircase.
yeah. So you know your goal is upstairs.
Yeah.
You just turned into this hallway.
We're just trying to get out of sight.
There's a lot of doorways. They're smaller than most of the doors you've seen so far. 1 or 2 of them are open, and they look like small, like bedrooms, essentially, like servant quarters, servant rooms. And you know that your goal is to eventually get upstairs. So you don't see any staircases in the hallway that you're currently in.
Okay.
The staircase is purple.
So where
Where are you, Nacho?
I think I'm over here.
We're on the red room.
Yep.
I think Nacho's over here.
Yeah,
So
you're separate.
if this is where we started, then Nacho would have gone up these. Like, did he see the staircase?
Yeah.
Nacho's been trying to get up a staircase this whole time. So if he saw a staircase, he would have went up it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was
Just-
probably just not good description on my part, but yes, there was a staircase at the end of the hallway in this direction. I was just describing that you would have to walk past the guard room to get there. All right, so you're gonna backtrack and go back that direction.
Yeah.
Give me one more stealth check through the guard room.
Oh.
I mean, it's still
Oh
a
my
30,
goodness.
so.
That's a lot of ones.
All right. Yeah, so you're good. You make it through the guard room. You get back to the other hall. As you're making it through the guard room, Vern tells you that somebody's coming down the stairs.
Okay. Nacho would like get flat against the wall so that the person didn't like walk into them.
All right, so you're standing right there.
Yeah.
Those
As
spider
person-
walking boots would have came in real handy right about now.
Be on the ceiling. The person turns the hallway and turns the corner in the hallway, and you recognize him as the cleric that was working for the regent. And he's accompanied by a guard in full armor. And they walk past you and go into the guard room, and you hear bits and pieces of the conversation from where you are right now. But if you'd like, you could move closer.
Ooh, I feel like I gotta hear what's going on.
Something's going on. They're up to some kind of
He's like,
shenanigans.
well, when you say it like that,
Yeah. Nacho gets to the other wall and kind of just like creeps over to the doorway of the guard room.
Yeah. So you from the other side, you heard him, initially, call the guards to attention, and then when he started speaking a little bit more quietly, you move closer to hear what he's saying. He is he's telling the guards that there are potentially what's the right word?
Intruders.
Intruders. There you go.
Ne'er-
I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. Yeah. So
very good,
he's-
Shakar, very good.
potentially intruders in the servant, in the on this floor, and he's telling them to organize a search of all the rooms on this floor.
All right. Using his the telepathy, Nacho would tell the group that the guards have been ordered to search this floor. So dust up and get out of whatever.
Puts away his flute.
Yeah, dust up and get out of whatever hole you're hiding in.
Morty waves the boys over for the dust.
Huddle up.
All right, roll for your dust timer, whatever it is.
Or before we do that, do we think should I activate Flareon in case we need to do any like quick group teleporting?
It's up to you, man.
I mean, I can teleport myself to safety. So I'm asking, like, do you guys want like a teleport? Get out of the shit quick.
Is he gonna be
Bro, we
dusted?
got 8 minutes of dust. We're good.
Is he gonna be dusted?
We're dusted for 8 minutes, dog.
Ooh.
Flareon.
Yeah, I think
Flareon
it's
would-
like
Yeah.
anyone
Flareon would be
within 10
dusted.
feet of him when he
Well,
uses it. So
What I
Flareon
think
would be dusted.
what I envision could happen is if we were
That's
in
a
like a
max dust.
hallway. If we were in like a hallway and there was like group walking towards us, we could like teleport through them. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
Yeah.
we'll be invisible, but we won't be like we're not like walk throughable.
well, to
Right,
anybody near the boys,
the-
Morty just
the
did
little
the thing that
teleporting thing
LeBron
probably
does
would be a
before
good
every
idea.
game. That's what Morty did to homies.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, if Flareon's invisible and teleports, is like the fire, is that invisible too, or like they just see like a fire explosion where we teleported to?
Where does the explosion happen?
Within 5 feet of the space that the spirit left.
Where you left, yeah.
Left. Is it? I read the wording on it to see if it's like.
Each creature within 5 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a dex saving throw or take damage.
I mean, you
That
could
could still
intentionally
happen without them being.
you could intentionally do it to somebody or just try not to do it. Like it's within 5 feet, so there's a threshold there.
Yeah, so I could get it without like damaging like the people we're teleporting through, but like if they're gonna
Yeah.
see like a giant fire explosion in front of them, that would probably give us away.
The thing is, you can communicate telepathically with us, so we don't have to speak. That's the whole point of being invisible together. And I just got the max roll on the dust, so we're pretty much good for 10 minutes straight, essentially, like 8 minutes,
Well, yeah, but like
which is an eternity in D&D time.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like her teleporting.
I know. I just don't think it'll be an issue. But if it is, we'll find out.
I mean, if there's like two guards walking side by side towards the group.
Yeah, we might need to like teleport through them. So that's why I'm trying to find out if like the fire would give us away. So is the fire invisible? Like, would they still take damage if they're in
The
range?
thing is,
The
it would
fire's
it would
invisible?
distract them towards where we were, not where we are. Like, even
True,
if they are
but
distracted, they're not going to come at us. They're going to come at the fire.
true. But I would also, I would like to know if we
I
can know.
Yeah, it doesn't say specifically. So I would say the way it's worded is that you can't choose not to do the fire portion. I would say that the fire is invisible, but since you can't choose not to do the fire, the damage would still happen, and at the very least, they would feel heat, even if they weren't within the range of the
Yeah, well,
fire.
the
Visually
heat.
see it or
Yeah,
get
the
hit
heat
by
we
it.
can probably like wave. They'll probably like wave off. Be like,
Not
oh, like warm breeze or whatever.
Nacho would tell
A warm breeze.
Nacho would inform Morty that the cleric is down here, the one that we saw in the throne room. So
Where is he? Oh, I see. Well, be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
Sure, his senses are high.
yeah,
Well,
he's
I'm gonna activate Flareon just in case.
just so they know
Oh
it's not a
yeah,
bunch
how
of
long
dopey
does he-
guards.
How long does he stay active for? Because
For an
Right.
hour.
yeah, it's
Like, it
probably
just takes
probably
one
a
of my
safe bet.
wild shape charges. Better to have her in my, in case we need her.
Why not?
Nacho, as you're listening, you see the guards start to head off in various directions. So two of them leave that far doorway, and then you lose sight of them. One of them heads back into your hallway, but heads in the opposite direction. And then the cleric comes back out and starts heading back towards the staircase.
Okay.
With the guard that he came down with.
So Nacho would tell the group the cleric went back upstairs with a guard. So the guard went with him?
Yep.
So the cleric went upstairs with a guard. There's still 3 guards down here. You guys should be able to sneak through the kitchen, and I'll meet up with you on the other side of the kitchen.
Vern says the halls upstairs are pretty empty, but the throne room itself seems to be heavily guarded.
We better be extra sneaky then.
So should we put them on the board? Are you guys gonna be on the board
Yeah,
here?
we put you guys on the board, and then you can let me know what you want to do.
Oh,
Are you just gonna wait
guess
for
we're gonna
them,
make our-
Nacho?
We're gonna make our way.
Yeah, I'm
to
waiting
Nacho.
for them at the end of the kitchen. I want them to know where I am so that because they won't be able to see me otherwise. Let's be like,
Wow, did that take some time?
not really. Not really.
Great.
What are we looking at here?
It's
Toby.
Toby,
Nice.
the new Toby, new and improved.
Yes.
Captain Toby. Tobin,
Using my
I guess.
color. Using my color. You can be yellow.
There you go.
Nice.
Nacho, I fucking love this new portrait for Aquarian.
He's very edgy.
It's really edgy. All right, so you guys are invisible. As you exit the room, you do see 2 guards at the far end of the hallway that you're currently in. They seem to be heading towards the servant quarters, and then they disappear into another room. What do you guys want to do?
Let's just head towards
The
Nacho
kitchen.
slowly, while
Morty
like
would say,
looking looking beyond corners and like trying to keep track of our surroundings.
and Morty would just say telepathically, "Where's Nacho? Let's go that way."
I'm at the end of the kitchen. Let's go through the kitchen, and that's where I'll, just tell me when you're there. And we can't see each
Morty-
other, but I mean, should you guys? I feel
Morty
like
peeks down the hallway.
if you guys
just
did the
waves them
thing
over.
where it's like, so you guys can't see each other, right?
Right.
So,
It's a
I get-
free for all.
yeah, you could either do that or do the thing where everyone like holds on to like the guy in front of them's shoulder or something. But
Oh,
yeah, it might
Morty
not,
would say telepathically, "Come down the hallway, take a right." Just to the other boys lagging.
I already came through the kitchen.
and try to. You said we got 8 minutes on this.
Nacho,
Do we know we have 8
Where
minutes?
are you?
Are you speaking? I'm
8
assuming
minutes
you're
is an
speaking. in my-
eternity. D&D 10.
Okay. Okay. Just wait.
I would say the
I bump into Nacho.
the amount of time I would say is probably more related to how much powder was in there. So I would say that Morty used a fair amount of it to make sure that it would last for a while.
Yeah. So we'll just do roll call when everybody
Since
gets.
we're all invisible.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all invisible now. Or just say, "Nacho's at the end of the kitchen," and just like
Yeah.
tell everybody carry on.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
everybody, roll your stealth checks through the kitchen. Advantage if you don't have disadvantage, or just a straight check if you
I think
do.
I just have a straight.
Yeah,
I think
same.
everybody is
I
straight
got a
except for Vern. I should
21.
roll- I do have to roll for Vern, but
What did the boys get? Oh,
Everyone got above a 20. I mean, like, do
Vern.
you have to roll for Vern? Like, unless he gets like a nat 1.
I mean, that's essentially what we're looking for here.
Then again,
Nobody totally botches it.
that happened to me last.
yeah, not long ago.
Mhm.
Oh, the fire. Yeah.
Yeah, where like only a nat 1 would screw it up, and that's what I got.
That's exactly what you got.
You do.
So my
Vern-
dust
yeah,
is gone.
Vern
It's
did
out of my
that.
inventory. I'm gonna get
I
rid
had
of
to
it.
roll for Toby too, but he's.
Oh wait, it sounded
pretty
like we
much
might have
down
more of
too.
the dust left? Did Morty use all of it, or was it like were there multiple charges in it?
It's got one charge from what I see.
Yeah, it seems like it just has one charge. So yeah, the time is more just related to how much was left in the bag that you found.
Now or never, boys. You know.
So does everybody make it?
Yep, everybody made it through without incidents.
Okay.
You meet up on the other side and get your everybody. Lets everybody else know when they make it through.
All right. Telepathically, Nacho would ask if everyone's here. Get a roll call.
Where's he?
At the end of the. Is everybody at the end of the
Reporting for
kitchen?
duty.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And Dracaro's here. Morty's here. Quarion, you here?
I think so. I can't see you guys. I'm in a place.
Yeah. At the end of the kitchen. You walk through the kitchen.
I walked through the kitchen. I'm at the end of the kitchen.
Are you here, Toby?
There's guards over here. I think. Morty peeks out his head.
Yep. So as you guys are doing your roll call, the guard that went down this hallway comes out of one of the rooms with more guards. Two of them post up at the base of that staircase. The other two start heading back towards you guys.
All right. So how would I explain to them to? Am I telling them to make
Left
a
out
left?
of the kitchens.
'Cause
Left
it
out of
looks
kitchens.
like a right, but I'm actually telling them to make a left.
Yes. Left.
All right.
Yeah,
Make
you
a left.
Left down the
Left
kitchen,
down
boys.
the
Let's
hallway.
go. Morty bumps against him as he's like invisible. It's like confused. What the fuck? And just keeps going.
I suppose I didn't have to draw the map in this orientation, but I did just because that's how the city map was drawn. So I was keeping it in the same orientation as that.
Okay.
All right, roll me one more stealth check.
Yes.
As you guys pass the guard room, there are now 6 guards in there. discussing.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting for that one.
Oh no, Morty.
We get
But
a
it's
one.
with a +10 though, right? So
That one's an automatic fail.
Thank you,
Alright.
Chikaro, for putting that. That one's automatic fail.
He didn't roll in that one though.
No, you roll a
This
3.
message brought to you by Chikaro.
That one is
didn't roll on that
actually
one.
not an automatic fail.
Nice DM.
Right.
Rules
3.
as written, and that one is not an automatic fail. It is when I set the challenge rating to exactly what a nat
Yeah.
1 would be. But all right, so you guys make it past the hallway. As you're passing, you hear them just kind of giving out orders and relaying the information of what rooms they've checked, and they do start moving towards you guys as you're passing though.
Morty with his 13 stumbles ever so briefly over Flareon and then catches himself on Vern.
Just randomly slip on some fucking pipes or something on the ground.
So
Some
there's a
bamboo.
rake. There's a rake on the floor, and Morty steps on it. It goes up and smacks him in the face.
let's get up these stairs.
Yes.
Either way, Nacho.
We
We'll
hustle.
follow. We'll follow where we assume that you are.
Just
Alright.
go to the end of the hallway and go up, go up some stairs. The first stairs you see.
As you guys are going, these guards leave the guard room, start checking these rooms. 2 of them are following you guys towards the stairway.
We can also summon any kind of animal for a distraction too, if we need it. Unless you want me to just light shit on fire, I can also do that.
All right, so you guys make it up the hallway. Thankfully, the 2 that were following you stop at the bottom of the hallway and stand guard like the other 2 at the other hallway or the other stairway. You got out of there just in time. As you guys are heading up, you hear Vern say, "We're getting close to the main throne room now. This is where our magic might start becoming detectable."
Morty was what do you suggest, old man?
If we're going
Don't
in
do magic.
invisible, we're gonna set off the sensors no matter what. So perhaps we set off the sensors with some other distraction first.
Is it the just magic in general they sense, or the casting of spells?
I think probably just any magic.
I'm not too clear on what wards they have set up.
Chikaro, what's the name of your smoke bomb thing?
I don't know.
Uh,
It was a
it's like everlasting smoke, but I forget if it's like
What was it? I think we can use it as we move.
Quarion, what's the biggest, most disgusting monster you can summon?
I can summon a dragon. Not a dragon, a dinosaur.
Could you maybe summon a dinosaur when we get up? Actually, no, that would cause like initiative. Just summon a
Let's see,
dinosaur in the middle of their like throne room.
The biggest things I can summon is the dinosaur, a polar bear.
Morty would like to remind the group we have a smoke bomb.
Okay, yeah, we'll use a smoke bomb if stuff goes south. We'll
I feel like we should
smoke
use
bomb.
both, because the smoke bomb, it's not like it's unlimited charges. So I feel like we should use that, and then I'll summon.
We'll do one. We'll do smoke bomb if things go bad, and if things go really bad, you bust out a dinosaur.
Dinosaur is a trump card.
Yeah, that's the
Like the dinosaur would definitely, I feel like would definitely turn heads long enough for us to like run through the darkness.
And just so you guys know, if things go really bad, I'm disguising myself as a guard, and
We're still pretty invisible.
Getting
We're
outta
we're
here.
invisible for a while, so
And
I think we're okay.
I'm gonna
I-
disguise myself as a fly and
Yeah.
hide on my
If we
disguise
get
on my
caught, I
shoulder.
don't know you guys.
Yeah, but Nacho's already gone. If things go south, that's what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Give me one.
That makes the people with the armor feel better.
Oh, I'll come back, maybe, but
Maybe if it's convenient.
for a price.
Get a stake at my loot. Morty's got the bag right now. Morty's got all the cash.
That he knows of.
You should have. I mean, Morty wanted to throw it in the hole. We just didn't get around to it yet. Morty does not want to lug around that much loot.
We don't
Like,
have to lug around loot. We
That
have,
black
like,
hole is turning into
yeah.
a vault, which includes a bunch
Your dad's
of
dead
garbage
body.
loot. Not just.
Your dad's tip on.
Yeah.
Technically true.
Soon to be Hallia's body.
Yeah, she'll get hers.
These colors aren't showing up.
Is the league somewhere over here?
Yeah, you guys just got to the top of the staircase there.
Go.
All right. At the far end of the hallway, you see two guards. Vern
My God,
says.
Toby.
Vern says, "I think that door is the door to the throne room. Should bring us up behind the throne."
All right.
Which one is he
By these guys?
talking about?
I think the ones with the guards in front of them.
The one, yeah, the guarded door at the far end of the hall.
I think we're going straight here, boys.
I mean, we really should not have sold that sleep scroll.
We didn't.
You have
we
it.
didn't.
We did not. Yeah, Nacho has it.
This might be a good place to use it.
Somebody other than Nacho would have to use it.
Yeah. Nacho. If Nacho uses it, he becomes visible.
I mean that wouldn't affect us with the powder.
Actually, yeah. How does the powder? I'd have to look at how the powder works.
I figured it was the same as the sleep spell, or the whatever spell Nacho's on. I'm sorry. But if it's not, hell yeah, I will use that.
No, yeah, same thing. If you attack or cast a spell, the invisibility ends.
So we are in the same predicament. So do we think we can slip between them is the question. Or are we just going to fight them?
So how far is the teleporter from that end of this hallway? Like, if we go through this doorway at the end of the hallway, Vern, how far is the teleporter?
It would put you. It would put you in the room here. And the teleportation circle was this circle that you guys are standing on. Or were standing on.
I feel like during all the discussion, Barney would just be like, why don't we just distract him? Move him out of the way and then run in.
Does anybody see any fires? You could light some tapestries on fire.
Oh, we're invisible. Why don't we just use noise to distract him and then just get out of the way because we're invisible?
Ooh, I like it. So we get around this corner, Morty, and we just yell lag. help, and then they come running
So
around this
anything,
corner.
you know, just like even Morty just like points, or I guess he doesn't point, just signals if he can't down the hallway. Just like get him to come back this way, and then
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe like
You think
fire.
you can handle it?
Ooh, maybe I could do a lady's voice.
Or he just doesn't think he can muster anything.
Okay, yeah, Nacho, while invisible, in a woman's voice, would yell.
Woman's voice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would he yell help? I feel like he would yell help. How would it,
Do
what?
what you want, man.
Okay, and yes, while invisible, in a woman's voice, Nacho yells help very loud enough for those guards down the hall to hear it.
Okay. And you're trying to lure them.
Lure them away from that door that they're guarding.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm not actually gonna do it because it'll not go well.
Help me.
I mean, I'll do perform. I assume like
Yeah.
it's a performance. You know.
Yes. Is
Okay.
is there anything in particular you want to say other than just help?
I'm a big strong man.
Or
There's
even if you don't know exactly what you want to say, is there anything else you want to try to like convince them of or anything like that?
convince them. I want to convince them that this lady is being attacked by some bad guys and she needs their help. Wait, would those
This
guards
is the
then
same call Morty would respond to.
would these trigger the guards to get more guards and then yeah. Maybe not a woman. Let's do maybe a dog barking. Would they? I feel like guards would react to a dog barking. They'd be like, what is going on? Why is there a dog barking?" Because dogs, like,
Don't belong in a palace.
exactly that. And if a dog is barking, they probably sense danger. And if guards don't have to investigate the danger, they can't just go and get an army of other guards to, see what this dog's all about. They'll send each of them,
Unless they're linked telepathically.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. All right. So instead of a lady voice, Nacho will simulate the sound of a dog barking, like a big, like a yeah, like a dog, like a weird enough like dog barking to get those guards' attention to get them to go investigate why there's a dog in a hallway barking, and he's doing it from where he's standing now, so it's kind of like sounds like it's coming from down this other, like the dogs in this other hallway.
Yeah.
The group
This hallway here. Yeah.
Yes. Are you informing the group?
Yeah, I would inform them, fellas. Don't be alarmed if you hear a dog barking. It's me. I'm going to bark like a dog to distract these guards.
All right, then yes, this will be a performance.
All right, here we go.
I hope you roll well.
Oh no.
Oh no, what happened?
I got a
see.
9.
3.
Yeah, I got a 3, but my play, yeah, so it's a 9.
Almost as bad as Morty's stealth check.
All right.
Either way, it's a strange sound coming from a hallway. So
That's true. I mean, maybe it sounds more like a person pretending to be a dog, but it's still maybe something that they would want to check out, right?
Either way, there's something doesn't
look,
check out here.
these are guards. They're dumb. They're on the lowest end of the gene pool here.
Playing a real
I think they're like palace guards. They're probably like the top tier. Of
Shut
the
up,
guard
Quarion.
Nacho is very politicky about these guards.
Or maybe because they're like the leader's guard, it's like super cushy and they never have to fight anyone, and they're like they are the bottom of the barrel.
Well, let's see how he
I
rules
just
here.
can't wait till
Let's see
Nacho actually has guards. And
you
he's like
know?
the leader of a country.
see what happens.
Vern's going to help you out.
Oh, burn.
Well, hold on. Let me see.
Vern can do many things, I assume.
Vern's gonna help you out, and he's gonna give you a 19 instead of a 3 on that roll,
Oh, Nacho,
What?
Nacho accepts.
as he foresaw this going poorly.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. What did the guards
Carl
do?
hates Vern for no reason.
So you think back to something that Vern told you earlier today that seemed to not make much sense. He was giving you pointers on how to bark like a dog, and you sort of ignored him at the time. But when the time came to actually bark like a dog, you remembered what he told you.
Of
Nacho
course.
has a vivid flashback.
and you roll a 28 on your on your performance check to bark like a dog.
Okay.
Nacho barks like a
Yeah.
award-winning
Nacho.
purebred dog.
Yeah.
Not one of the yappy little ones. One of the, like, athletic ones.
Barks like a mastiff, not like a Yorkie.
Both of them seem very startled by the noise and start sprinting in your direction.
All right. Get against the far wall, boys. Let these guards pass us, they said telepathically.
Of course, Kensington. What he says.
Are they running at us? How
Morty.
big is the hallway?
We need you over here, Morty.
Are they running at us side by side? Like, are we able
I mean,
to like?
they're side by side, but you guys could probably just like stand in the staircase to avoid them.
Oh,
Oh, true.
okay. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I do have to roll.
No
something.
rolls. No rolls.
So I'm gonna get Flareon prepared that if they start heading in our direction and they get to 6 feet away from us, she's gonna teleport the whole group past them.
All right. Also, everybody roll a perception check.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. What do we get?
Oof, 10.
Wow.
The group's pretty mid-range.
So Toby and Vern bailed you out.
Nice.
Toby is kind of in Vern. We're behind you guys at this point, and you hear them say, "Guys, I think the guards downstairs heard us too. Let's get moving." And then as they say this, you start hearing like clanking coming up the steps.
Lots of metal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Roll a stealth check.
Do we still get advantage if we had advantage before?
Yes. And you still have your +10 as well.
Well, advantage just means I have straight up, so plus the +10, 20. We'll take that.
Yeah, 16.
All right, you guys are all good.
Let's go, boys.
So yeah, you hear the guards coming up behind you. You start kind of slipping past these two guards as they round the corner, and then kind of stop in their tracks as they see an empty hallway with closed doors and no dog to be found.
Move quick. Move quick. We would, Nacho would inform the group to quickly get down this hallway as fast as possible without creating a bunch of noise.
Yeah. Well,
Morty can only move so fast.
that's what you just did for your stealth check.
Okay.
This is you guys moving down the hall, trying not to draw attention.
The
to yourself.
shuffle happened.
So you guys did make it to the hallway. You see the two guards come up the staircase. They see the other two guards, and they're just like, "What the fuck was that?" And
What a weird phenomenon.
the two guards up here were like, "I don't know, is that you guys fucking with us again?" I said, "No, it sounded like there was a dog up here."
Charles dog.
Like, there are intruders in the building, apparently. Maybe you guys should go check it out. We need to guard the throne room. And they start moving back towards the throne room. The other two start heading down the hallway further. Yeah, so you guys go through the door just in time. As you enter the door, the door closes behind you as the other two guards start rounding the corner. And
We would say now, light the firework underneath his butt.
give me one more stealth check. As you guys all enter this doorway and find yourself standing next to a guard.
31.
24? Question mark.
24.
Okay. So despite the fact that you guys are all like standing in a bunch right next to him, he does not seem to have noticed your presence. He does kind of look over his shoulder and like peek out the door, and he's confused as to why the door was open.
Senses something.
And he looks down the hall and sees the two guards at the far end of the hall, and he says, "What are you doing away from your post?" And they just kind of like mumble to themselves and jog back to the door. I need a new Quarion token in here. All I have is Ash Ketchum right now. All right. So you guys enter the guard room, or the throne room, I should say. And with that, the mage who works for the king says, or for the regent, she says, "Sire, there's some magic setting off our sensors in the throne room as we speak." He says, "Where? How do we find it?"
Summon a giant
Do
dinosaur.
we
far
do
into
we
the room.
do we hear this?
Yeah, you guys hear this.
Okay.
Morty would cast Dispel Magic here as we move towards the summoning area.
What does that do?
Dispel magic, would that mess with the portal at all?
I mean, if she's trying to sense us, I would just try to put up like a barrier. That's basically what I'm trying to do.
So if any of you guys cast a spell, you're not going to be invisible anymore.
Oh, then I might rethink this.
Well, all right, never mind then. Yeah, if that's the stakes, then no, Morty wouldn't cast a spell.
Can we
Does
just like book it to the
even with
teleporter?
The dust of disappearance?
We already used the dust.
Yeah, the dust ends if you cast a spell or attack, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the spell does.
Yeah, should we just like stealthily move quickly towards the teleporter?
Yeah, that's our only option here.
Yeah. Jakaro, you have your smoke, right?
Yeah.
Just get ready to bust that out just in case.
Okay.
Ooh, you know what I can do? I am gonna tell Flareon to run past to over here. And then can she like choose to end the invisibility? Or does
She
she have
cast
to
a
like
spell.
w-
Could she attack something?
She could like attack something, just like randomly. right?
just be
I
careful
guess
to.
she would attack the ground at her feet. Very
Yeah.
half-heartedly.
So just like a little burst of flame in the ground.
Yeah,
and then
just
all
like a
of
little like
sudden
peh.
she shows up.
Yeah, so she shows up, and then she does her little Flareon war cry, teleports to the bottom of the stairs to make an even bigger ruckus, to try to draw the attention of everyone towards her.
All right. You guys see the
And I tell the rest of the group like telepathically, like, get ready to move.
cleric and the wizard sort of like flank the regent. Let's roll an initiative just for purposes of playing this out. And the map is correct. The boxes are 5.
Carl has advantage now, right?
Yeah, you have advantage on initiative now, Jakara.
Why didn't it roll? Initiative. And nat 20 on the second one.
So Jakara goes first.
Drakaro is tiptoeing towards the portal.
Light on his feet, like a butterfly.
Would Flareon have had to like roll a stealth check to get through the room?
Yeah, you can give her a stealth check.
She has a plus 12, so that's 22.
Right, she also has advantage because she doesn't have disadvantage. So.
Oh, true.
But 22 should do it anyway.
Regardless.
Yeah, it's 22.
Right. All right, and then you just roll.
Take a break while James rolls 11 initiatives for everyone else in the room.
All right, I'm not gonna roll for everyone. Yeah, just the important people. Okay, Jakara, you are up. So just to kind of clarify, there is. Oh, Morty's still down here. So the big green circle is like, so these things are up probably about like 5 to 6 feet off the ground from like where you guys are standing. So there's a staircase that goes up to the throne, and then the staircase down from there. And then you can see that that green area is also raised from the area above that. So the throne is actually, the staircase right there is actually pretty steep. That you guys are going up. So your options would be go up to the throne and then down, or down and then climbing or jumping up from there.
Drakaro, I think, would go not near the people and see if he could like climb up next to the statue. Is that climbable, that wall?
Yeah,
Up.
it's only, like I said, it's only like 5 or 6 feet high, so
Yeah, I would.
you just
Drakaro
gotta
would do that.
pull yourself up it. Yeah,
How tall is Toby?
Maybe this
Toby
side
was
here.
like 3 and change.
I'm also worried about Morty. He
What's
might not
wrong
be
with
able to get
Morty?
up that. He might not be able to get up that slight incline.
Morty's fine.
Is that your whole turn, Jakaro?
Yeah, unless I can get up.
What's your move speed?
Oh, that's right. 30, I presume.
So if you want to get where you are, you would have to use your dash action.
Oh,
And
that's
you'd have-
fine. Then I would like.
But you would have 10 feet to spare, so you could also get up.
All right, then I would mantle on up and like hide near the statue. Kind of like
Yeah.
wait
Would
for everyone else to catch up.
would Jakaro be able to use his smoke grenade as like a ready to action?
Not if you use the dash action,
Okay.
because you'd have to ready his action instead.
I'm gonna get up here and hide.
All right. Are you going to tell the group that's what you're doing?
Jerk, I would say, I'm in the ready position. I'm at the portal.
All right. Nacho, you're up.
Okay. How far can Nacho get towards the portal? Like, is there
Towards which way do you want to go?
to the
Like straight
that
away,
side of
like-
the horse thing? Yeah. You just go in a straight line. Like, how far did I just go?
That's 40 feet.
Okay, so I can only do 30. So then
It would kind of put you like where the horse's head is if you go 30.
30. Okay, and then I would dash for my bonus action. That's a thing I can do, right?
Yep.
So okay, so then I would just get onto the teleporter.
Yeah, so it would be like 10 to the wall. Getting up on it would cost 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
Okay.
So
I mean, I just need to be on the thing, so I'll just.
How big is is like the whole
Yeah,
green?
you're there.
Like, is this whole thing the teleporter? The whole like green thing?
if you can get inside the gold ring, you're like the outer edge of the
Oh.
golden part, you should be good. So like not just like a step away from it.
Do I have enough movement to like take that little extra step?
Yeah, you actually it would put you like 1 square ahead of where you were.
Okay, so then
Oh,
we'll
okay.
scooch in a little there and make sure we're ready to go.
Just scooch a little.
Huge. It is the well. I feel like you guys should both roll some stealth checks.
Okay.
All right, you guys are good. So as this is happening, all the guards are like jerked to alertness. Most of them are just kind of like stand there all day, so they're not expecting or used to anything actually happening inside the throne room. And they're all focused on Flareon as we speak. The cleric and the wizard are focused on the regent right now and looking around the room for potential danger. It is the wizard's turn.
Nacho, you should have disguised yourself in case we become visible, so that you don't risk your official lordship.
I mean, I'm invisible right now.
Right now.
If
But
I
as you
just,
said,
I can't do, I
it's
couldn't,
the wizard's turn.
I can't do both.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you can't do both. Fuck. I don't want Nacho to lose his lordship. That'll open up some pretty serious avenues to the League of Friends if we have an actual lord.
He'll be fine.
But what if he's not?
kill the region.
She's going to step forward and cast a lightning bolt at Flareon.
Oh no! She's not messing around.
Well,
'Flareon rolls a dexterity saving throw.
She has
And-
+2.
Needs to beat a 15.
She did not beat a 15.
All right. Let's see, it is. $36 damage to Flareon.
She disappears in a puff of smoke and flame.
All right. Quarion, it's your turn.
I mean, now I can just summon a new flare. Oh no, I can't because that'll turn me visible again. All right, let's see. So I guess I'm going to. Oh, should I have 30 movement? So I'm gonna go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is readying an action? Is that a bonus action? Does that like take anything out of what I can do?
So readying an action takes your main action away. You can still do a bonus action.
All right, so
And then when you actually use the readied action, it takes your reaction to do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna ready my Misty Step. So if at some point that I see that like, or I know, I guess I can't see anything. If I know that the party's in the teleportation circle and ready to go, I will just teleport right up in there and be ready to go.
Okay. So you're waiting for the word from everyone else that you're there.
Yep.
Or that they're there.
Yeah. So I guess I'll clue in the party, be like, all right, guys, I'm in position. Just let me know when we're ready to go, and I'll be there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my
Uh,
bonus action to use. Even though I'm invisible, I'm gonna use my brand new Billowing Nature's Mantle to hide while invisible.
Okay.
To be double invisible.
Yep. Okay. That's your turn. It is now the cleric's turn. How would he play this?
Have they ever seen a Pokemon before?
I would say they've probably not seen something of Flareon's kind before.
Never been to Kanto? Is that the name of the Pokemon world? Kanto?
First one, yeah.
I don't even know the worlds had names. Alright, so he is going to cast a spell that is very familiar to you, Morty.
no,
is-
no.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be Dispel Magic. I got worried. I guess I should
He-
still be worried.
He has the capability, and I was trying to determine whether or not that would actually be like justified, and I didn't feel like it would have been justified at this point. Like it would have been a little meta gaming of him to do that. So Unfortunately, Morty is in the range.
Oh shit,
Of
Morty,
the
you might be about
casting.
to become visible again.
So Morty, you have to make a wisdom saving there, which at least you're good at those.
Can we get a Morty check? I feel like if he was here, he would have said something already.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a Morty chick.
Well, I don't know. You be knee deep in chili or something.
Go for a pull.
Did you hear the roll for a wisdom saving throw?
I missed that.
The cleric just cast Spirit Guardians, and you are in the 15-foot radius.
Oh,
Someone threw in the clutch.
So you take half of 8 damage. You take 4.
Ow.
Does that mean
Yours-
he's visible now, or does he have to like
Yeah.
make a saving throw?
He's still invisible because there's no concentration checks because the dust is doing the invisibility. He's not casting the spell. So, however, I would say that because of the way Spirit Guardians works, his location is somewhat alerted,
oh.
or the other people are somewhat alerted to his location as the spirits that he just summoned are attacking or seemingly attacking empty air in his location. Or at least there's an increased activity of the spirits around where Morty is standing.
So Morty got
Mhm.
pinged.
Yeah. They're still going to have disadvantage on him, but at least now they know that somebody maybe is there. Which brings us to Morty. Nope. Yeah, Morty's turn.
Save yourself,
Um,
Morty.
Oh, at the beginning of your turn, you have to roll another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh, even better.
I assume you passed. What was it?
That's a natural 20.
This is 20.
So take 3 damage.
3 damage.
And your movement speed is halved as you're in the range of this.
Where are we? Are we on the map here?
We're in the throne room right now. Is that what you're seeing in Owlbear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like on the
You're like-
platform.
You're on the dais next to the throne there.
Okay.
So your options would be to move through the Spirit Guardians towards the staircase, which would be the faster or more direct way to the teleportation circle, but it would eat a lot of your speed because the Spirit Guardians halves your speed. Or go back down the stairs, which would eat a little bit of your speed, but it would get you out of the Spirit Guardian.
Yeah, Morty would either back up or try to jump straight down.
Yeah, you could hop down.
That's what Morty would do.
Yeah, and that wouldn't even cost. That would just be 5 feet of movement to do that.
Okay.
You see the like fury or frenzy of spirits dies down, and they start slowly just circling the priest again.
Morty would just say, "Oh shit, looks like we got that one."
So you got another 20 feet of movement and
Yeah.
an action if you want.
Morty would just try to get as close as he can to center.
All right. Anything you want to tell the group?
Me in the middle.
All right. Toby's up as well. He's going to sprint towards the center as well. He's gonna get here before he runs out of speed. It's his whole turn, and now it is Vern's turn. Vern's just gonna do the same thing.
I'd imagine Vern has some kind of crazy teleport move too.
Yeah, but if he casts a spell, he's not invisible anymore.
He's gonna
Oh, you-
teleport us across the map, bro.
You can do the same thing I'm doing though and get it ready for when everyone's finally in position. How did he get all the way over there?
He's got a movement speed of 30, and he dashed. That's 60 from where he was. Vern says, I'm in the circle. Just let me know when to get us out of here. With that, you see these guards that were moving towards the Flareon that is now gone. You do see these guards move up onto the dais, having seen potentially somebody in close proximity to the regent.
You know,
Alright.
if Morty was like knee deep in it, he saw that, he'd probably try to assist.
Assist what? Dracaris, back up to you. Uh-oh.
Like he's moving, he's scooching.
All right. He's just in character right now.
Crouch walking into the center.
It's a little worried we
A
lost
crouch walk. Well, like you're doing a little duck
Bump
walk.
into
Doing a
nothing.
duck walk.
Yeah.
with his bow. You have your bow and arrows out, right?
Always.
Dracarys slithers into the circle.
Every time I picture you, Dracaro, it's just with a bow drawn. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hold my whatever.
Okay.
I'm in position.
Okay.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here, boys.
All right. Nacho, your turn.
Okay. Can a spell be readied as an action? Like, can I ready a spell?
Yes.
Okay. And if I do that, does it use a slot, or is the slot not used until the spell's actually used?
Yeah, you don't cast the spell until you cast the spell.
Okay, so I don't use a slot until the spell's casted.
Correct.
Okay, so Nacho would ready disguise self as an action in case he's discovered. Like if he's made to appear, he's going to appear as Vern.
Oh, okay.
So if they like,
So if everyone appears, it's two Verns.
yeah, there'll be two
If
Verns.
only you appear, it's just Vern.
Yeah, if only I appear, I will just appear as Vern. But if everyone appears, there'll be two Verns on the board, and
Man, just throwing Vern under the bus.
well, he's already appeared out of nowhere. The Regent's seen him just appear out of thin air. So if Nacho, if it happens,
Yo,
Nacho will be like, "Oh, it's me. Remember, Vern? What's going on?" You know. Okay. Anyway, so that's
Doing me now.
Nacho's
You know,
got readied.
that's a
Yeah.
good point.
And,
that's very well thought out. But what
yeah.
about Flareon? You have to explain Flareon
But
away.
Nacho would also say that he's in position. So, yeah. So, yeah, we got Vern, we got Jakaro, and we got Nacho confirmed in position. And that's Nacho's turn.
All right. So other wizard's turn. You see her. She stands ground, but she summons a large spectral floating hand in front of her. And it creates a wall in front of her and the regent.
That bitch.
Let's see. Who's up? Quarion, you're up.
I guess I'll just let's see, I have 30 feet. So I guess I'll just go move and stand next to Vern.
All right.
Man, I really wanted to be the last one up there so I could teleport up there, become visible, flip the region off with my cloak billowing out, and then just disappear.
Yeah, that wouldn't. I mean, you could do that, but that would cause. That'd make a mess. It'd be making a mess, Quarion.
I know, but it would have been fun if it played out that way. Like if I
This
had
is
to
a
teleport,
very
teleport up
serious,
Lord
very
Randall
serious tense
Crimson.
situation that we're in here. This is,
I'm mostly worried about. I don't want Nacho to lose his potential lordship.
yeah.
And I guess since I'm I'm
I
wearing a different
mean,
outfit. How racist is Neverwinter?
I mean, if you want to be
If they
my,
see an elf dressed differently, would they know that I'm the same elf?
if you want to be a court druid and an ambassador to the druids that live in the woods, you'll play the game, Quarion, and just
Hey,
mind your
I'm
manners.
already your official mage. I'm not even a mage.
You're
I'm
self-appointed.
Hey, they don't know that. Still counts.
Look.
Anyways, I'll chill next to Vern, and as I run by Morty, I'd give him guidance, like just in case.
You're gonna cast guidance.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I take that back. I take that back. I'm not gonna cast guidance. I'm just gonna go and sit next to Vern, very quietly, and behave myself.
And let everyone know that you're in position.
I'm in position, boys.
All right. We got 4 confirmed in positions.
Who we're waiting on? Are we just waiting on Morty and just Morty?
Morty
Toby?
and
Morty
Toby.
and Toby.
Toby's just out of position too. Let's see. It is the cleric's turn.
Alright, I hope you have that smoke bomb ready.
Get me out of here.
Right, so that's not very helpful. Let's see, what would he do? He's not gonna do anything. He's gonna you see him just sort of stand his ground and He's chanting something under his breath, but he's not doing anything at the moment. Morty, you're up.
And you're talking about the cleric doing that?
Yep.
Um. Let's see. I think. Mm, yeah, doesn't seem like, we have any other chance out of this besides fighting.
What?
But no, we can teleport. Very sneaky.
You guys are still all invisible.
Okay. All right.
Hikaru would telepathically say, "Hey Morty, why don't you make your way into the circle so we can get out of here?"
Yeah, let's do that. Morty sneaks up towards the circle.
All right, you
You
like
too,
walk,
Toby. You old
you wa-
man.
you walk directly into Quarion as you go, like knock him over. Toby runs into the circle and says, and like bumps into the group as well. Says, "I'm in." And actually, timing worked out. Is Vern's turn anyway. So, it says, "Is that everyone?"
Is
Flip the switch, Vern.
All right. You guys see, you hear Vern's voice out loud, and you see the floor begin to glow, similarly to how you saw it last time. The like golden rings on the ground start to light up and glow. Vern appears briefly for a second, and then there's a flash of bright light. And as your eyes adjust to the new environment around you,
Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo.
you guys find yourself on a small island in the middle of a river, surrounded by different colored mushrooms.
Oh,
mushrooms.
Right here.
Oh, Jakaro.
I know where
mushrooms.
we are. These aren't the right mushrooms.
And you see, like on the ground in the dirt, they see like these glowing lines fade.
So we're on the red island, the red mushroom island.
Hmm?
Yep.
I literally, at our last long rest, I unattuned my swimming armor. God damn it.
Whose fault's that?
Jakaro would harvest a few mushrooms.
Wait, didn't we already harvest these mushrooms? Don't we know what these are for?
These,
Yeah.
I think these are the ones where you ended up getting wings for a short while.
No, I got that because I cast a spell inside Nomengard.
Right. Okay.
You guys.
Oh yes, the lavender mushrooms are for the potion of healing.
Yep. And you were gifted some by the cooks when you were here.
Oh,
You
we're
guys
not on
never
the right
actually
island
went
for
out to
that.
the island to get some. You just got some from their kitchens.
Is there
So
any other color mushrooms on this island? So the lavender ones.
The lavender ones are actually on the other island. So this island has
Yeah.
green and red.
Drakara would take a few of both
Take more than a
Uh,
few, Jakaro. Stock up.
to add to his collection.
How many are you
Whoa.
taking, Jakaro?
10 of each.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Flarion's not
Do
here.
we see these things appear? I feel like
Drakara would be checking for his pit
Yeah.
and pittons in the wall below that one.
As you guys, yeah, as you guys adjust to the broad daylight that you just entered, you look up at the familiar waterfall and river, and cliffs around you. Recognize this as Nomengard. As you survey the scene, you see posted at each entrance to the kingdom is one of the forgot what they're called, like barrel crabs machines, and planted on top of each of those is um, a like a quad crossbow that's been um, kind of fixed onto the top of it, and they are all aimed at you guys.
so those aren't giant spiders.
No, well, they're giant, like mechanical spiders.
Oh, okay.
Nacho, maybe you should use your message cantrip to see if you can contact our friend Fiddlestib.
Are we still invisible?
Everybody at Vern is still invisible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
guys,
Drakara's gonna.
yeah, you guys see Vern standing in the center of the circle with his hands up, and he just says, "Greetings, fair gnomes. I come in peace. I come to speak with the kings." You see one of the crabs up here. The hatch opens up, and a gnome sticks his head out and goes, "Hey, Vern, is that you? Hey, what are you doing on the island?" He just says, well, it's been a while, but last place I set up a circle here, so it's a little bit different than when I first set it up. Like I said, I come bearing news and wish to speak with the king. He goes, "Well, come on up." And you see Vern. Let's see. Does he have a way of getting across this water?
So we
Um,
sense that we're safe, and I feel like Nacho would suggest the rest of the group that we all become visible because it, I don't think we're in any danger.
Vern, you see Vern kind of look around him, and he gives a little wink in a couple of directions.
Yeah.
I guess he's got to see you guys to help you out in any other way. In your minds, you hear him say, "You guys want to come out, or you're gonna stay hidden?"
Yeah, let's make ourselves visible here, fellas. And yeah, Nacho would become visible.
All right.
I don't know if we can choose to become visible again.
Well, Nacho can.
That's okay. I mean, I would say if an attack action makes you visible,
We could just like punch the floor.
yeah, I mean, you could. That means like doing something obvious would like end the invisibility. So I think you could figure out something that would make it go away. Drakara, are you staying invisible, or are you? I noticed you crept off the shore. Did you want to do that stealthily, or did you want to?
Yeah, I would do that invisible, and
Okay.
I would try to climb the wall like last time. My
Yep.
pigeons were still there. And then I would become visible once I'm next to this thing.
There. Yeah, so you guys all see Drakaro just kind of show up invisible over there. And then Vern says, I can help you out if you need a lift over to the shore." To the group that's next to him.
Are we going to where Jakaro is, or is there an easier way up?
The easiest way up is on the other side where there's like a little footpath. But it's further from the king.
I
Yeah,
bet the easiest
we
way
just-
up is to have Vern like fly us up there, or whatever he's gonna do.
Vern is offering to cast fly on the group if you'd like to
Yes.
fly
Florian
over there.
excitedly accepts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go for a fly.
All right. So Vern casts fly on everyone except for Jakaro, just to further fuel that whole thing.
Not that cool.
So yeah, the rest of the group now has the ability to fly, and you see Vern fly off towards where Jakaro.
Are we like flying on something, or is this like a Peter Pan situation?
This is Peter Pan situation. You guys can now fly with a movement speed of like a flying speed of 60 or something like that,
Nice.
and it should last for a while. So, as long as
Is
Vern
that going to
keeps
affect anyone inside Nomengard?
It would potentially affect Vern because he just cast a spell inside Nomengard.
Oh,
We're still
snap.
outside though, aren't we?
Do you want to
What?
be here?
Jakara would knock on the spider crab and say, is Fibblefob in there?
Uh, okay. So a gnome pops out, and it's a female gnome, and
Oh.
it is the one that created the crossbow mechanism that attacked you your first time here. That you talked into weaponizing.
Hey, I know you. You remember me?
Yeah, it's what do you think of my work?
Love
I took
love
your
it.
advice and I put these onto some of the barrel crabs and look,
Amazing. Which one's mine?
we have a few more in the back.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. You can
Yeah.
you teach me how to drive one of these? One you made for me? Teach me how to use it
Um.
so I can drive it out of here?
Yeah, I can show you.
Excellent.
Um.
Hey, you guys go ahead and talk to the king. I'm gonna hang out with what's your name again?
That's a good question. Her name was Factor.
My friend Factor.
Factore? I don't know.
Factora.
There's an accent. She seems generally excited that you're interested in her work. And she starts to show you a couple things, and she's telling you that after the dragon attacked a couple times, they started ramping up their defenses. She's showing you everything, all the different features, and kind of how to control the crossbow mechanism, and so it allows you to shoot 2 while the other 2 are loading. And then she shows you, well, this came in handy after the second attack. We found out that well, we needed something to deal with the ice. And she like presses a rune on the control panel, and all the metal hoops that hold the barrel together and the different joints just start to heat up
Oh, Dracar jumps back.
instantaneously. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but if you ever stuck in an ice cube, it helps a lot.
God, do they all do that?
Yeah, it took a little while, but we figured it out.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
It helps when we have a common goal that we're working towards.
Ah, yes.
When Vern cast his spell, he also just randomly teleported to the far side.
No one misses him.
I know he just like he teleported over here and then flew up ahead of the whole group. All right, what do you guys want to do?
We would like. I guess we should like. I mean, really, we just teleported here, so we'd be closer to our actual destination. But I guess since we're here, we should at least, chat it up with the king. We would like to be, and granted an audience. We don't even have any business with him. It's just like, hey, we're here. Let's talk.
You're
Pop
Vern.
in, say hi.
Yeah, Vern's in your head. Just kind of say, yeah, it would be kind of rude to just appear and then not at least talk to them.
Not stay for lunch. Yeah.
Dracar's gonna stay back and try to procure one of these for his own to
All right.
drive out of here in. We do some test shooting.
Yep.
Give a test range.
Drakarian's gonna give Dracar a little guidance just in case he needs it as they walk past him.
Okay. Take us to your leader or leaders.
All right. So he brings you to the throne room.
Hey, you guys, if you see Fibblefob and Twibbletwee,
So we
tell him
got-
Dracar said what's up.
Gnome King 1 and Gnome King 2.
Yeah, I can get it too.
Those the
I got 4 of
underpants
them.
gnomes
Yeah, I got
from,
4 of them.
South Park.
It says, okay.
Yeah, so the 2 kings sit on their throne, and they see Vern and seem happy to see him. They see you guys, and they seem equally, if not more, so excited that you're back.
Yeah.
It's you guys. You did it. You made it back.
We totally saved the day here when we were here.
Yeah, remember when we were here, Quarion? Feels like just yesterday.
Yeah. Or like 9 months ago.
Yeah. Well,
I had wings for a little bit when we were here.
sure did. And
yeah, that'll happen.
yeah, we have some urgent business in the neighborhood, and we figured, hey, we're gonna be in the area, might as well stop by and say hello to our good friends, the Gnome Kings, Gnomengard.
Well, you guys are welcome here anytime, and you too, Vern. You know that, though.
Yes, Vern seems very excited to be here as well.
Vern just says, my good kings, it's been a long time. We thank you for your hospitality. We seek to find a way to end the dragon's rule in this area, and well, if there's anything you could do to help, in that, we'd be very grateful. The kings say, "Ah, yes, that's it would be amazing if you could handle that problem as well. We've, as you see, we've had a couple run-ins with him, and each time gets a little bit scarier, but we're holding our own for now. I hear the villages in Fandalen didn't do as good. They seem to be um, well hold up, and right now they're under siege."
Yeah, well, the half orcs are running amok through these lands, and no doubt at some point they will be coming here because everyone knows how much knowledge and wealth and how much awesomeness goes on here, and they'll be coming for it. So, like Vern was saying here, anything any maneuvers or spells or gadgets or gizmos would be much appreciated in fighting, because I mean, we take out the dragon, we take out the half orcs, it's all one foul swoop, one big motion here, gnomes.
Well, Bactare, she designed those crabs you saw on the way in. She made several extras. She said they were for you guys, in payment for um well, the inspiration, really, and saving us all.
Well, that was did we know this was gonna happen, or did we, or this? Because I want to say this is like
Oh,
unexpected.
yeah,
This is like an unexpected surprise, but then it's like, were we told this was happening? But yeah, so I mean, Nacho, Nacho
not
surprised.
really.
Yeah, Nacho surprised. He's
Yeah.
like, wow, that is really cool. Have you guys met Toby before? I think this is his first time here. Toby, these are gnome kings.
He just says, your majesties."
Yeah. Is there any place we've had? It has been a very stressful day. Is there any place where you guys have gnome beer or something? Gnome drinks?
We have mushroom ale and mushroom wine.
Nacho looks at Quarion. What?
Mushroom wine.
Yeah.
Sounds a little suspect, but I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Are we still linked telepathically?
Yeah, that was up to an hour, I think, so it's still going.
Quarian would whisper mentally to Jakaro, like, these guys seem to know a lot about mushrooms. You should ask them about your new mushroom friends. See if they know anything more.
Will do. You should try the wine.
Yeah, and then audibly, Quarian turns to the Gnome King and says, "All right, show us to this mushroom wine you speak of."
Well, I'm sure,
All right. Let's see. All right, so they bring you over across the bridge to their wine cellar. You guys may have had some first time around. I can't remember.
We did.
Yeah. Might have helped ourselves, yeah.
Well, here it is. We got a couple good vintages, but this is our favorite right here. He taps one of the, kind of like pats one of the kegs.
Right. Quarian goes up to it and grabs a tankard off a nearby table. It's like, all right, let's try this.
Yeah,
Spark
give
up
it a
bit."
taste, Quarion. See what the
This
deal is.
Like a small, like an espresso cup for you inside.
Well, I just wanted to taste, so that works
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, just well, you Quarions, you taste it, Quarion, and tell me, give me a scale of 1 to 10 here. 10 being good, 1 being ugh, just ugh.
Sure, you want a scale of 1 to 10 and not a scale of 1 to 20?
It's whatever your scale you want there, Quarion. Just give me a number on a scale.
I mean, I don't know if Quarion would like it or not.
Yeah, mushroom. Am I drinking the mushroom ale or the mushroom wine?
This is the wine.
Okay, I feel like Quarian is more partial to wine.
Yeah.
As a hoity-toity elf.
Let's see how good this batch is. Well, that's a pretty good batch. Yeah, they got a 17 on the scale.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
It is odd. It is not quite what you expected. Although being an elf, and mostly vegetarians, you're used to flavors a little bit different than like the mainstream
I'm used to eating weird mushroom stuff.
humans and dwarves. Yeah, so
So
it's
Quarian lifts his pinky up, takes a nice careful sip, swills it around in his mouth a little bit, twirls around the cup to check the legs on the glass of wine, brings it up to his nose, inhales deeply. Oh, it's not bad, boys. This is some pretty good. Mushroom isn't generally my flavor, but as far as mushroom wine goes, this is excellent.
But it's just like you're just feeling like you drank an alcoholic beverage. You're not feeling like you're on still flying or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean
You're-
it's not life changing.
I mean, he still is flying if he wants to.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, no, it is just an alcoholic
all right.
beverage.
How much for a barrel here, Mr. Gnomes?
Oh, hey, we haven't thought of that. We usually keep this for ourselves, but
You got plenty. Looks like you got plenty here.
as we are down
Mentally
a few
contacts
gnomes
Nacho.
after that mimic attack, so
Not sure. It was good, but not by a barrel good.
Okay, well, we're gonna see what the price is here, Quarion. Nacho says telepathically.
For a whole barrel, I would say maybe 30 gold pieces.
30 gold. For a whole barrel. And how much is in a barrel? I mean, these are gnomes, so was it like
So it's like these are like standard barrel sizes as opposed to like if you go to like a vineyard or a winery, they have much larger barrels usually. But since it's scaled down to gnomes, it's like for them these are like huge batches, but it's just
Like a
like
regular,
to you
like,
guys it's like a standard
waist-high
barrel
barrel.
size.
30 gold. It's a little jeez. I mean,
We do have the gold Nacho.
look.
If you want a barrel, that's not
We
too
need
much.
to bring it back to Halia to keep providing our beverages to her. This is all
Catholic.
part of your master plan. Yeah, Catholic.
Catholic. Okay, yeah. I feel like 25 gold would be a more fair offer, Mr. Gnomes.
Well, I think considering everything you did for us, that seems fair.
I did do a lot. Okay. Where is Nacho getting this 25 gold from? Is he getting it from? He can foot that.
No, take it from Morty.
Is Morty here? I just saw him go from the lobby back here. Is
Morty's here.
okay.
I didn't realize
I-
that was,
Morty.
an AFK.
Yeah, Morty. We asked how much for a barrel of this mushroom wine, which I would have had you taste had I known you were around. 25 gold for a one of these barrels here of this mushroom wine.
I don't think Morty's really interested in it.
Okay. Well, okay, Nacho, Nacho busts out 25 gold and hands it to the gentleman with the lighter colored beard here.
Yep.
And then proceeds to take out his black hole and put it on the ground. And then who's the strongest one? I feel like Maury's the strongest one. He seems least interested in Quarion. You're wiry, right?
Corian kind of looks at his skinny arms and is like, I mean, and then looks over at the giant dragon person standing next to him.
That isn't actually here because he's
No, he's
over.
not in the room.
Yeah, he's not in the room.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll try.
Just help me. We'll figure it out.
We'll do it together.
Can you like
Nacho,
turn? Yeah.
I did not know your strength is -3.
Yeah, Nacho's strength is not good. That's why whenever it comes up, he always asks for help.
I think my strength.
Yeah,
my
I
strength
wish
is
our
neutral.
old friend Horvath was still here to help out with this, but he's
Don't speak that
he's on a pilgrimage now.
Ricaro is just as strong.
Yeah, but I mean,
But he's not in the room with
yeah,
us.
he's doing Dracaro things. Okay.
So
get
am I
the-
rolling a strength check for something?
I mean, with enough time, you can get it in the. Or are you trying to put it in the?
We're getting
portable?
We're getting into the black hole. Yeah.
But I mean, with enough time, you guys can get it done.
I feel like
You don't have
the
to roll.
gnomes would help us too.
I mean, you just gotta have to roll it. So it's just getting it off the rack, and then after that, you can just roll it in.
So with teamwork and dedication, me and Nacho get.
And
Hey,
Quarion is really smart, technically, so he would figure out a clever way to get it in.
Corian
you go.
invents the wheel, right?
Yeah. Okay.
The wheel to roll
So-
already round objects.
Yeah, well, I
Just
mean, like they
gotta-
made round things, but they never thought of spinning them on the ground.
Just carrying them around like chumps. Dracaro,
Yes.
roll for me. Just like a straight dexterity roll. As you're practicing with these.
I thought it was a 1. 9.
Nice.
That's a lot better than a
Oh, Fiddle Doodle's gonna get impaled.
what's
So
Dracaro even doing away from us? I missed that part.
so you're just like she's like kind of showing you how it works, and you're just taking shots at some of the mushrooms right now on the island. And your first attempt did not go great. You are starting to at least get it in the general ballpark at this point. But it's much different than aiming your bow, so you're having a little trouble getting the hang of it at this point.
Practice makes perfect.
Oh, is Dracaro off learning how to use our new tanks?
Yes.
Perfect.
And in the midst of shooting these things, he would I heard you guys like your mushrooms here. Wine and the ale.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything we eat or drink.
I like mushrooms.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Is there such thing as mushroom people?
Yeah. They go by
Fascinating.
they tend to go by myconids, but yeah, they're out there. They usually live deep underground.
Have you ever met one?
Years ago, we used to trade with the colony around here, but they tend to keep to themselves more than anything.
Be nice to
it-
meet one of them.
Well, oddly enough, they actually eat mushrooms. It always seemed kind of weird to me,
It
uh,
is weird.
but yeah, the colonies just well,
What's their deal? What do they do?
what do you mean?
Like, what are they good at? What do they do? Like, do they just
Yeah,
make things? Are they good at
yeah,
anything?
they mostly keep to themselves, and for the most part, they farm their own mushrooms. But I don't know. They kind of work as a hive, sort of.
Mm.
They used to be a lot more involved in the topside world, but for a while now they've been pretty reclusive. They do. The colony around here lives under Icespire Peak.
I
So,
spy a peak, you say?
yeah, so I don't think we'll hear anything from them anytime soon, especially now that the dragon lives up there.
Yeah, I hope they're okay.
I would think they're far enough underground that they shouldn't have to worry about it. Who knows?
Let's all hope
Haven't seen them in a
they
while.
stay underground. Want anything
Uh,
happening to them?
Odd folk, but they're good enough, nice enough. Tough to communicate with. It's weird. They don't have their own language. It's odd. It's all in their heads.
Ah, that is odd. Anyway, let's keep shooting this thing.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what. Roll a investigation check for me.
Eight.
8. Yeah. Trying to help you out.
Yeah, it's not helping.
And then roll another dexterity check for me.
Dexterity. $14.
All right. So that's better. You're starting to so you take a minute to like investigate the mechanisms and how they all line up and things like that to see if that can help better your aim, but um the it's sort of beyond you as far as you're not super familiar with most like mechanical and magical um devices like this. But despite that, you take a few more shots and you're starting to kind of um, hone in on on kind of figuring out where its crosshairs are essentially.
Is this something Drakaro can fit in like the gnomes, or is he too big?
You can get in there. It's pretty uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I would say you can get in there. It's uncomfortable. Even for Morty, it's like not super comfortable to get in. Horvath probably wouldn't be able to get all the way in. If we got to this point, I was gonna have Horvath's like head sticking out essentially
Mhm.
at all times.
And can we move them externally, or do we have to be in them to drive them?
That is a good question. You can set them to basic commands essentially. If you take
Walk.
this out here, um, and she pulls out like a crystal from the dashboard, um, and uh, and then she like tosses it like 10 feet away. She says, "It'll always follow this if it's not in the device. So if you keep this on hand, then it should follow you wherever you go.
Very good. I like your ingenuity. You've thought of everything. Any other cool things that this thing can do? Any other features you have built into here?
It can pick stuff up, but I mean, we usually just use that for carting around our wine barrels. So
I need it to pick up a dead dragon body, if you know what I mean.
if you got all 4 of them together, you probably could, or all 5 of them. Suppose Toby is gonna get Horvath.
Carl, you got us 4 of these things?
Guess so.
Damn.
All right, rest of the group. Anything else you have to say?
I mean, Nacho's satisfied with his purchase of mushroom wine. He thought they gave a very fair price. Well, we should probably go see what Jacaro's up to, cause doing Jacaro things. You never know when he's gonna be talking to rings and whatnot. We should go, see what he's up to. And then, continue on our journey.
All right. So you're gonna meet up with Drakara then?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys get over to where Drakaro is, and you see him. Well, you see the gnome he was talking to standing next to one of these devices, and every once in a while, kind of like yelling something at the device, pointers and things like that. Drakaro, give me one more dexterity. Straight dexterity.
A 4.
um yeah, so despite spending some extra time with these, well, at least you know how to work them now. Your aim is not the best with it. You're finding it to be very different than your bow and arrow. But
Do we
in
know?
time,
Do we
I was
know how
just
deadly these things are?
um
I.e., what
yeah.
kind
So
of damage
she,
they're gonna output?
so as she was explaining it to you, they essentially are going to be each round you can attack. It would be like the equivalent of 2 crossbow attacks.
I just remembered something. Is that gnome that Jacaro was talking to the same one who Nacho tasted their blood?
Yes.
Okay. It's happened so long
Right.
ago. I just remembered it.
She was kind of in a crazy place at that point too, so I don't think she really
Yeah,
held any grudges.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I just wanted to catch up on that one.
If anything, you guys kind of sobered her up and straightened her out, so she's grateful.
Absolutely.
All it took was somebody tasting her blood in front of her. So yeah, in time, Jakara, you feel like you could probably get a little bit better with them as far as your aim, meaning some more practice, and you could probably get to the point where you could start adding your proficiency bonus to the attack as well. Yeah, so each time you take the attack action with them, it would be one attack roll, but it would do the damage of 2 crossbows. So it would be crossbows are D8s, I think. So it would be 2d8 damage.
And then I could do that twice per turn
Right, because
because I have 2 attacks.
you have 2 attacks, yeah.
All right. And so you would say if I were to use it right now, I would have no proficiency.
You would just be adding your dexterity to it. You would not be proficient in it, yeah.
Right. Okay. That's fair. Are we like ready to roll out, or are we gonna like hang out here? What was our plan?
So Vern catches up to you guys and says, I talked a little bit more with the kings, and they don't have much news of what's going on around, but they did say that the people of Van Dalen are currently under siege at Axholm, not too far from here. They gave me a little insight into the structure. It is an old dwarven fortress that, well, till recently it was thought to be overrun with undead, but apparently the people in Fandelen found a way to survive there. So the half orcs are trying desperately to capture them. They do say that Hallie is there with them, and she's organizing the defenses. As for the dragon, there were rumblings of giants headed that direction, and it seems the giants have scaled the peak. So they're probably together now. The giants and the dragon.
Oh, I hate giants.
The giants themselves, I think, have been transformed by the half orcs ritual. So the giant captured by the orcs is probably not going to die unless you guys can find the heart. But at this point, we don't know where they're keeping the hearts, and who knows what's gonna happen if the dragon undertakes the same ritual.
Hmm.
See one.
Can we pull up the big map?
Yeah, I was actually that's what I was going to do. Just trying to think if there are any other spots that Vern could get you to if you needed. Gone. That's not good. Oh, here it is.
Much better. All right, so we are
You are here.
Yeah.
at Nomengard. All right, so I guess like one of the questions is
Okay,
these
yeah,
crab
that's-
things.
Yep.
What do we want to do with them, boys? Do we want to? I mean, I'm taking one with me at this point.
How big are they?
Sound like they're like like oversized. Well, enough for me to sit in. They're like mini individual tanks.
Yeah, they're like it's a real. Oh, sorry, it's a real tight fit. They're like essentially just oversized barrels. Like they're literally made out of barrels.
So I'm for sure gonna take one with me. If we're not gonna be like fast traveling around. That's why I'm asking like what our plan is. Maybe leave the rest here and then like get them for like the fight. Or you guys, or we can tote them all around. That's fine too, but we have like a caravan going at that point. Isn't a bad idea.
I know Nacho's not going to be carrying one of those things around.
Right. I was just thinking, I think they're gonna be burdensome, but Drakaro is not gonna walk away without this thing, so he's gonna take one with him. As if it's his like traveling wagon. Gonna follow him. Like a pet spider.
What
That's what I'm
does
envisioning.
what does Morty think about all this?
I think Morty's gone.
No.
Yeah, I think Morty is sleeping on all this.
I was on mute.
Oh, he's on mute. He's on mute. Morty,
What am I
what's the
thinking about?
plan?
What?
You're the master planner.
Morty, do you want to lug around a what is it, like crossbow tank?
Do you want one of your tanks with you, or do you want to like store them here until we need them for battle?
Tank is in.
Personal tank.
I don't understand.
Wooden bit.
Morty declines
Tank.
tank. Morty leave his here. I'm assuming Quarion will leave his here. We're all
mean-
leave. I think Dracaro's the only one that's gonna take it.
How big is your black hole?
I'm not stuffing a bunch of these things in my black hole. It's got limited space. It's like 10 feet.
Also, like if you guys really don't want them, you should let them use them for defense until it's time.
I mean, I 1,000% want my barrel crab tank.
Okay.
All right, well you can take yours.
We just we need a place to keep them.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm gonna
if,
be
like,
carrying
if-
mine around.
If we
Parking it like a horse.
if we could like stack them in the corner of Nacho's thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking mine as like a pet. It's gonna follow me around. A wagon. It's gonna travel with me as I walk.
I guess I'll do the same thing then. If he uses a
And where
vehicle
are
that
we going?
requires-
Axholm Keep is our next destination.
For what reason again?
That's where Holly is, and the people who
Oh,
ran from Van
so
Dalen
this is the
are held up.
assassination mission.
Yeah, I mean we're right next to it, so
Alright, then, yeah, I'm in. Count Jakaro in.
yeah.
Alright, so Jakaro will take the crystal thing.
Yep.
That makes the crab follow him. And put it in his pocket. And wrap his arm around the little gnome, like around her neck, and like give her like a little noogie. And yeah.
Wait, so there's a crystal
Say,
that
I'll be on.
we carry, and then they'll follow us.
Yeah, it's like autopilot mode.
Oh hell yeah!
Kind of like the key that runs it. If you take it out and hold it, it'll just follow you.
Well, let's just. I mean, we can put all 4 keys in Jakaro's bag, and then they'll just all follow him.
I just want to be in charge of the one because it seems pretty big and bulky.
All right, I guess I'll throw my key in my pocket, so mine will follow me. Is this the
Toby's gonna-
apparatus of the crab?
What do you say?
Apparatus of the crab? Is that what this thing is?
No, that's something else. Kind of similar though, but I posted a little description of it in Discord.
It's a crab barrel is what it's called. A modified crab barrel.
Yeah, I thought there was a picture of it, but I couldn't find it. So that's what I was looking for. Whatever.
Alright, and we're gonna we're hoofing it, right? Next door.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only it's like less than half a day there, so you could probably get there like late afternoon. If you guys
Alright, yeah.
head straight there.
Is this something we should do now? I feel like this is gonna be like a big thing. Like this.
Yeah. Well, I might call the session, but
Yeah.
I can maybe let you know. You guys can get there. I can tell you what it looks like. In case there's some planning you guys want
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
we're gonna need Morty on his A game for this one.
I'm on my game.
Of course you are. Of course. Yeah.
No one said you weren't.
So yeah, you guys you hike over to Axholm. It's not too far from Nomengard, and it is this old dwarven fortress built into the side of the mountains. The main entrance is it's actually sort of a pretty not broad but easily accessible path or road leading up to the main entrance, and these huge old stone doors that have like fallen open. And probably about like 30 or 40 feet above that there appears to be a second level, um, or at least maybe some um, like parapets, um, used for like uh, lookouts and archers and things like that back when it was an up and running fortress. You do see camped outside the front on the first level. There is an encampment of the half orcs, accompanied by orcs that they have won over to their side. They seem to be um, well, they have the fortress under siege. They are going in, so they have made at least some like some headway into the fortress itself. You'll see some troops head in every once in a while and then come back. Sometimes carrying a couple sort of wounded soldiers and things like that. But other than that, you can't see into the fortress to see what's happening on the inside. And the second story or the parapet seem to be empty, and there's no movement up there. So that's kind of the base description. I'm sure I can give you more. You'll have questions at the next session or whatever. But you guys also have reached level 6.
Oh hell yeah!
Woo!
So you guys can also
Oh.
work on leveling up between this session and
What
the
does
next
that
session.
even mean?
I think for me, I think
Means we
all
got a
I
level.
We got level.
I was gonna say I don't know. 6 does a lot for. Not many people get stuff on 6. I don't think.
Oh wait, no, I do. I get enhanced bond.
I get to use my warning flare on other people.
Oh, that's nice.
Just in time for my fancy cloak.
I should
Oh,
say
I get
you guys
Any
do
of
all
my-
get stuff. It's usually class specific what you're going to be getting at level 6.
Yeah.
Oh man, so anytime I deal fire damage or restore hit points, I get to roll an extra D8. So does that mean every Goodberry gets an extra D8?
No, because you're not rolling for the health and the deep good
Oh,
berry.
true.
But if you like cure wounds or healing word or something like that, anything that you would roll for healing, you would add to it.
Or cast literally any of my attack spells.
dragons. I just so I got another favorite enemy. So I picked dragons.
There you go.
So I can track the
Nice.
dragon. Then I get another terrain too. Instead of to add to mountain, so We're gonna go mountain and forest.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm better at tracking. What is it now? I am.
Yeah, so you
I
like
have
you don't
advantage on survival checks again to track them.
Yep.
And I learn one of their languages.
Ooh.
And then what for the terrains I get while traveling for an hour or more. Oh. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group. Your group can't become lost. Except for by magical means. When I'm by myself, I can move stealthily at a normal pace. When I forage, I find twice as much food as I normally would. And while tracking creatures, you learn their exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Ooh.
I'm like a master tracker now of giants and dragons.
We're gonna have to like send you out on whenever we need ingredients for potions then, if you get double.
Hmm. Yeah. Although it did mention just food, but I'm sure it's
I mean, most
that's what
of the
foraging
ingredients
is,
we
I
like,
guess. They are
well,
food, right?
I mean, we could
Yeah.
eat anything
Yeah.
we forage. It just depends on whether it's
Right,
good to eat or not.
right. Yeah, cool.
What do you get, Nacho?
I wonder if I got any
I think I get expertise in
spell?
2 more things, but
Yeah, that's what I got, obviously. And oh, choose a language.
Oh, that's a lame level for you.
The new spells or anything?
No, he gets evasion at the next one, which is really nice, but
Orc. I'm gonna learn orc.
all right. We will call it at that.
Yeah.
Good session, fellas.
Fair enough.